Good evening, people. Let's look at the latest offering from the house of Mugler, formerly known as Thierry Mugler. So this is the offering for men. I recently got it. I've been testing it for a while, and I think it's a very different, unique sort of a fragrance. And I would just like to let you know my initial thought on this particular fragrance. This is called Alien Man. Okay, I think it's a very different, unique fragrance which Mugler is always popular for. They do not copy anybody. They do not like to, go with the market trend and everything. What they do is like their own thing. So I would like to talk about it and let you know my thoughts on it. Okay. First of all, this is a brand new fragrance, 2018 release, and so far Mugler has so far I think the very first men's release was Angel Man, which is a legend. It's a coffee based tar patchouli dark fragrance. Many people say there is leather in this. Sometimes I feel there is. This is one love it or hate it fragrance, and sweet caramel like feel to it on the dry down. It's a fragrance, it takes time to grow over you. It's a very daring fragrance. Then I think there was a, where's my other one, Mugler cologne. I think this is like a sort of another, you can say, men's release, but it's more for your unisex purposes, both gender, but more men actually use Mugler cologne. It's a fantastic fragrance. So since then, they have been releasing a lot of flankers of this original Amen line. I own quite a lot: Pure Malt, Pure Heaven, Pure Oud, Ultra Zest. I have Crypto Mint. I think there's Pure Energy, Pure Tonka. So I own those. A few more to go. But since then, they didn't have anything original, like brand new release. So Alien was like a popular women's fragrance back in the time, based on the note of jasmine. So Alien is a very popular one. They also have Angel in the Mugler line for women. They have Humanity, and they have a lot of flankers of like all three fragrances. So Mugler basically have a lot of fragrance in their profile, and they have their niche side as well. But I haven't tried any of the niche stuff. I just gone through the women's one. I really like Angel a lot, and there's Angel Muse, which is very good also. So anyway, let's look at this fragrance, what you get from it. Here is the presentation. The box is kind of simplistic, but the alien writing is just like from the women's line. Also they wrote alien like that. It's Alien Man. And so Thierry Mugler, the older boxes used to say Thierry Mugler. This signature was there. I think they have this new thing. It says only Mugler. Personally I think the Thierry Mugler looks much more slick. But anyway, it's okay. It says EDT concentration 100 ml. And at the back side you have the picture of the fragrance here, the bottle. It looks like an alien flying in the sky, sort of like a dude, from this TV serial and stuff, like X-Files. A nice sort of presentation. And it says some more information at the back. It says the circle, blah blah, and then up there, there's a sticker was on the plastic. I threw the plastic, but I kept the sticker, the star. And I think it's pretty nice. Writing here, Alien, Alien in purple. Side also follows the same pattern. Here also. And bottom is like this. Okay, so these boxes, if you open them, what you're gonna see is here the mechanism. These are refillable bottles, so I'm gonna take some little time to show you the presentation. So you can take it out. I'll show you how you can take out the sprayer. I can refill the bottle, and here is like I believe the barcode and stuff. So they said the circle. These are made in France, I believe, and pretty nice box actually, to be honest. Okay, and you can see their website. But one thing actually, if you just compare side by side, just the quality wise, I thought the older Mugler boxes look much more colorful and much more eye-catching. This is like a Pure Heaven box. I think this it's a little bit more like eye-catching. This looks a little bit plain. I mean, it looks like photocopied. I don't know. Okay, that's Mugler, but I don't want to discuss Mugler like that. Mugler is my favorite house. And here are the difference between the circle and the invitation they put. So it used to be called the Mugler circle, and now it says the circle. Okay, so this comes in newer ones. It looks like white paper, but this is a little bit more quality. So basically you just send this, fill it up and send it back. They give you some goodies as a gift. Okay, at the back they said just for you. Here they say invitation. So I think the black one look much more posh and slick. Okay, those are the two things. Here's the bottle. I bought this from the USB page, UK shopping from BD Bangladesh. Ifran Bhai, you can check with him. He's bringing these bottles. Very nice looking bottle actually. I preferred the women's one better, but this also is pretty slick. Looks like a nice futuristic bottle. I agree with many other reviewers who said so. So it has this nice pattern going on, like some people say it's like a spaceship, and it's sort of like a curvy at the back. You can see. And here's the sprayer, built-in sprayer. At the back there's a star of Mugler, and here is where you spray for the fragrance. Let me show you the sprayer first. Okay, the sprayer actually, it shoots nice, distribution is good, but it's kind of narrow and then doesn't shoot out so much juice. Okay, but it's okay. But whole thing is glass. This part is glass, this part is plastic, and I believe this is dark blue, the bottle. Above here is purple. Some people like purple color. I do like it as well, but I like what they did with this bottle. Pretty nice coloration, very heavy bottle. So the thing I was telling you, you can take it out like this. Okay, sorry about that, leak little bit, sorry. So you just take it out, and I think you can refill it with here if you take it to Mugler counter. Okay, that's pretty much it. And that's it, you put it back, sprays again. So the official notes breakdown in Fragrantica, let me read out from Fragrantica. It says beech wood, then lemon, lavender, there is star anise or anise, there is dill, there is thyme, mint. Okay, the middle notes you get leather, pepper, I think there is geranium, there is osmanthus, there is cashmere wood, and the base note you get amber, vanilla, and some cashmere wood. Okay, that's the official notes breakdown. First of all, the thing is, I used to cook, so I know the herbs quite well. I used to use dill for chicken and fish sometimes, and they give this nice aroma to the cooking. So the thing is, when I sniff this first time, I get a very kind of like a fragrance, you know, it's a little bit like powdery opening, and the lavender, it's very present. First thing that hit my nose was the lavender, the mint, and some sort of herbal kick. So I was not sure if it's dill or maybe basil, something, you know, there's some greenness to it alongside that beautiful aromatic opening. It is very different. It's very different from what you see from today's fragrances that are fresh, clean. I'm not saying anything wrong with fresh, clean, but this is a different, like a unique original release. Okay, so that's what is kudos. First thing is that as time goes by, I start getting a little bit more, that the mint gets a little bit more prominent, because that there is this mint that's been utilized in, let's say, Mr. Burberry, a little bit darker mint, or maybe pure energy or pure shot, or even the other one is what, the Thierry Mugler. There's one more, Aura, you know, the women's perfume, the green bottle. So this has that mint. They borrowed from that fragrance as well. So it's very nice, unique opening. If you like unique fragrances, this is a unique fragrance. I get some more, you know, on the dry down, it starts getting like a little bit peppery and a little bit like leather and floral. That's what I start getting. So I don't know exactly what floral this is, but it feels like almost like there is a, what's that flower? There's a floral note to that, but it's not listed here. Okay, it's almost like what you get from Yob Jump. There's a floral note in that. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to double check. It's called Heliotrope. I get the Heliotrope note from this. So it gives you sort of like a powdery, dreamy, midnight sort of feel, and I think that's what they're going for. So I really like it, but there's a mixed reaction from, or sentiment from people, both from Fragcom. On Fragrantica, if you see the huge hate bar, which is absolute horrible, because before even this was released, I'm pretty sure many people who disliked it never tried the fragrance or bought the fragrance. Forget about buying, they never even tried the fragrance, because before its release, how can you dislike or hate a fragrance, right? So, you know, I suggest you go and try it. I think it's not really talked about that much because not really officially released in USA at this moment, but once it gets released, Mugler doesn't make bad fragrances. They make unique fragrances, it grows on people, and people gonna like it later. So some reviewers, they said they like it, but they didn't feel it's very original, it's similar to something safe. I can kind of see that, but there's something about it, it's not really that safe. You know, I tell you one thing, it's kind of like a daring fragrance, okay? It's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. And I really like about this, there's one fragrance reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana, the one, not the one, Dolce & Gabbana, Purom Intenso. That one has some lavender, some little bit of tobacco feel to it. I think I get a little bit of that Dolce & Gabbana Purom Intenso from this as well. So if you like that kind of, you know, powdery, little bit, you know, like this floral feel from it, and a little bit like darker woodiness, you know, like leather wood, I think it's not that bitter. If you think of like other fragrances, not that bitter. It's sweetened, it's kind of like toned down, not as sharp as one like Angel Man, not that animalic, but it's kind of like a daring side still. I would say its longevity is okay, it's not bad, but it's not as long lasting as Angel Man. I don't think it will beat the performance of this one, but I think this is not trying to do that. So I like the smell of it, that's the most important thing. It's interesting smell, it's unique smell. I definitely recommend you to try before you buy. If you're tired of all your same old fragrances, like the similar sweet and ambroxan based fragrances, try this one out. It will be great for dating. You'll be the mysterious guy. If you're just wearing, I don't know, for some reason I see it, you're putting up a t-shirt and then you put up a jacket and then maybe some sort of muffler, you know. You're just walking there, put your hand in your pocket, and you're kind of mysterious. You don't talk that much. People try to figure you out. That's the kind of people I see wearing this. Age for this, I think 20 and up would be great age. And for the price, I think it's kind of expensive still on the retail side. Maybe you have to pay around $70-80 to get 100 ml like that, but I think it's worth the money because Mugler are giving you a much better presentation than your rubber flask, which I hate. This part, you really have to cut it up just to spray properly, and then once you cut this rubber part, you get much like better distribution, much better distribution. It works like magic. So this one, even though it's not a big sprayer, but I really like this mechanism. I really like it. It's very nice, sleek bottle. Looks really cool in your collection. Weaknesses. This is not your straight up like you spray and you smell instantly good or you get the concept. That is one thing I can say. Like Zara Vibrant Leather. I'm not going to say vibrating leather or vibrator leather. But it smells, it doesn't smell like you spray it first time, you're like, wow, you know. It doesn't quite do that. You'll be like, okay. It's different, you know. It's different than any other release. I think it's the most unique release so far in this year. So I'm actually waiting for winter to come. I think it will do really great in winter, but I think you can wear it in the summer nights if it's a little bit breezy and it's not super hot. Do not wear this under direct sun when it's daytime, hot, humid. Do not wear it. It can get overpowering, okay? And do not put too much on this area. Application wise, I think you can go 3 to 4 sprays. That would be sufficient. But if you really want to project, go 5. I would go 1 on the back of my neck, 2 on the side of my shoulder, 1 on my chest, and then maybe 1 on the arm and tap. Okay, that's about it. You'll project really nicely, and just see people's reaction. I don't think you're gonna get that much negative reaction from people. It's just, it's different, okay? And that whole combination of, you know, like lavender, a little bit of dill, a little bit of your basil, and then leather a little bit, you know, it makes it kind of like a bad boy kind of scent, and a little bit mysterious as well. You can wear this with maybe leather jacket as well. So overall longevity, I'll give this 8 out of 10 so far what I see. Projection, it's also 8 out of 10. It projects quite okay. People can smell it. It's not beast mode, but it's solid. Versatility, I'd say like 6 out of 10. I don't think you should wear it in a super high heat. Uniqueness, yes, this fragrance is unique, but as far as creativity goes, I think original Alien for women, it's much more interesting than this because that one is a little bit more prominent. The jasmine in that is really fantastic. This one doesn't have any jasmine. Some other florals like Heliotrope, as I told you, and maybe like some other florals, you know, I'm not sure exactly what florals those I smell, alright? But anyway, it's a nice little fragrance, very uniqueness. I'll give it 10. I think it's original and it's not copying anybody's concept. Okay, overall this fragrance is gonna get solid 8.5 out of 10 in my initial impression, right? Check out Alien Man. Very solid fragrance, very new fragrance, and it's gonna take some time. By the time it catches the hype, I think you'll thank me later if you get it now. Right? Alien Man by Thierry Mugler. That's my initial impression. Take care guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.